All right, it's time to cook some boobies. If you don't have scissors, get some. That's a priority, right? Like if you're gonna cook this not chicken, if you're gonna cook enough food, just get some fucking scissors, would you? I'm gonna fillet this. Is that what that is? Fillet it, butterfly. I'm gonna butterfly it. So super easy with the scissors, right? And obviously, as we butterfly it here, it gets a little bit thinner. Gonna cook a little bit quicker, a little bit more evenly through. All right, so I'm butterflying the shit out of this. So now that little breast is still a little breast, but it obviously opens up here. We get a little bit more seasoning on there. I'm gonna put it back in the Tupperware that I've had it in. And I'm gonna go ahead and season this up. And I do like to make sure that I have it in some sort of a dish where I'm seasoning it up because I wanna get that seasoning all over it. How am I gonna season this now? Believe it or not, this is my first meal I'm gonna have chicken with. So I'm gonna have some chicken and some eggs. And how should I season it? Shush. I'm gonna go with the basics. Just onion powder, and we're gonna get a lot more flavor in there with the way that we're cooking this. So don't worry too much about overall flavoring of the chicken because that is within the idea of the way that we're cooking it. More on this side, more on this side. Now, if I'm cooking multiple pieces at once, again, I like to use a Tupperware for this. That way I can throw all the seasonings I want on there, and I'm gonna do a little bit of paprika too. And then I can kind of, legitimately just shake it up, or I'll use my hands and kind of make sure I get every piece coated without having to use oil, right? To make all that seasoning stick. So I got it in here. I, again, got my seasonings all over it. And like I said, without putting a drop of oil on there, we got this all well covered. Now I got my pan heating. It is hot. It's actually smoking right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably can't, but it is steaming right now. So it's going to sear, and it's going to sear well, which is exactly what we want. We're gonna sear this bitch up. All right, we're gonna let that sit. And that's it, we're gonna let it sit. It's 12:17 right now. I'm back in a few minutes as we're gonna turn that, but wash the nasty chicken boots off my hand. But again, right now, as of right now, an important part here is just letting that sit and letting it sear on the one side. All right, we're running behind here, I let it sit for too long. I burnt the shit out of it. I walked away for like 2 minutes. We should have flipped this at like 20, the latest, 19. We started 12:17, 12, it's 12:19, 12:20. It's now 12:21, and I burnt the living crap out of my breasticus. It's the seasoning burnt, really, but it's burnt to shit. It'll be good though. It'll be good. Let's see how this comes out. Maybe I'll cancel this and delete the whole thing and do it again. Maybe I won't. Maybe this will be it. Because I do think it'll probably come out pretty good. I'm not afraid of a little bit of flavor. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of flavor. But now I'm gonna let that sear on this side, but legitimately this time, another minute and a half max, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're there. Other side is nice and seared. Probably a little over because that's good. Nice and seared. Just perfectly. Now it's steaming hot on there, right? So you need 3 things. Some agua, soy sauce, and better than bouillon. Secret ingredient right here, all right? But actually all of these, I suppose, are a secret ingredient. Now we wanna cool this pan off big time, so we're gonna hit it with some of that soy sauce. And we're gonna turn the pan down. Otherwise, all that soy sauce will go right to waste. All right, we're gonna hit it with some agua. So now we got a little bit of a puddle forming there, which is exactly what we want. All right, turn down the heat. We're gonna hit it with a nice, teaspoon of better than bouillon. All right, we're not using any metal on this. We're gonna go around here, stir that better than bouillon in, right? And you can even go on top of the better than bouillon too. Put it on top of the chicken breast if you wanna move it around. But now this is gonna turn into a little bit of a jus. Right? We're gonna take up all that seasoning that's been on the bottom of that frying pan. Right? And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sit and cook through with a lid on. So we're gonna lid that. All right, we're gonna turn it down to a light, not all the way down. I had this on 3. So like between medium and low is what I got it working on. And I'm just gonna let this sit for another 3 minutes and let it cook through, all right? All right, I'm doing a horrible job of this video, but we are beyond done. So if you did this right, what you have now is a beautiful thick sauce. It's at the bottom of that. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Right? A beautiful thick sauce, right? That I'm literally going to pull my chicken breast around in, right? Now, oh, it's literally falling apart. My chicken is literally falling apart. Let me put this on a plate, right? So now we got this absolutely gorgeous, delicious chicken breast. And honestly, the sauce that basically we made out of that bouillon, water, and soy sauce, you know, if you're having rice or whatever it is, it can go right on top of that to be delicious. But it's also gonna coat your chicken breast. And like I said earlier, add a ton of flavor there. So this is super, super tender, super, super moist. Mom, how do I get this so that you guys can actually see it? Right? How do I do this? Can you guys see this shit? You can't see that shit. How do I get it so you guys can see it? Can you see that? Barely. What the fuck is this? It's on top of my Brita water filter. But you're not gonna be able to see that. I wish you could. I wish you could. It is deliciously moist. Right? Super, super moist. Right? Exactly what Riley's butthole looks like when I come over. I probably should have done that. I should delete that part, but I don't know how to edit. But this is super moist. Super delicious. And these will reheat well too. And again, it's gonna have that added sauce on there, especially if you don't leave it too long like I did. But it's still perfect, delicious. Absolutely the best way to make your chicken and super, super, super flavorful, all right?